copyright is a huge issue in this industry, bro.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I think that everybody can do better. And I'm
Mm.
not just talking about the general audiences that watch, because you wouldn't have a lot of expectation from them.
Mm.
But filmmakers themselves and copyright issues, it's a lot.
Mm.
And copyright is not about you going to dub someone's film and then posting it on another YouTube channel.
Mm.
It also involves watching things that are not from the original
Mm.
channel.
Mm.
For example, now
Mm.
there's a film that you can see only on Netflix,
Yeah.
but you are watching it on Telegram. Sister,
Ah.
how are you doing that?
See, I remember how I think my friend had told me that, oh, this movie is out. It was showing in the cinemas, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I can go to the cinemas now. The person said, no, I have it in my laptop. I said, wait, the
Bro.
cinema film, you have it in your laptop? He said, yes, very, as in the movie tough. I say, I really want to watch the film, but I don't think I can watch this film with you. I can't bring myself to go and be watching another fellow filmmaker's film in your laptop, film that is still showing. I'm not saying, oh, it has passed, but the film is nowhere to be found. I really want to laptop, come on now.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it. So please, human beings, everybody, I wanted to insult, but don't be a wicked person.
Yeah.
Just be kind enough
Mm-hmm.
to not sabotage another person's work,
Yeah.
another person's food. Because at the end of the day, these people use money to do this film.
Yeah.
And the reason why you need to pay money to also see the film is so that they're able to create more
Yeah.
and also have a
Recoup
sustainable
income.
living.
Yeah.
So which one you are now carrying my film and spreading it everywhere so that people have it for free, they have access to it for free? Meanwhile, I'm there struggling to see how I'll be able to regain my
Your
money.
money.
I don't understand.
And these Telegram people, they are very passionate. You think they are paying them for it. Say, that film, I get them now. I get join my Telegram channel. I'm like, is this what we're doing? So
It's
for
crazy.
context, right? Apart from the fact that we're talking about copyright in this angle, we're also talking about it in several angles. For example, when it comes to things like music, things like picture, and things like a name, it's endless, right?
Yeah.
And as filmmakers, firstly, as much as you can, you need to protect yourself when it comes to copyright. All of these things about, everything, you're in a hurry, just help me do this thing sharp sharp, there are no proper conversations to it. This is where the issue starts most of the time.
Yeah.
So I know that one of the things we are going to talk about is what happened with Bimbo Ademoye and the sound guy. Would you just give context to it?
Okay, so apparently Bimbo Ademoye, our old YouTube channel thing, she's one of the people that takes her work and her YouTube channel seriously.
Yeah.
She, tries her best to do things right, give good quality and all that. And one thing that I know about Bimbo Ademoye's films right from the beginning is that she goes very, very detailed, even when it comes to the music, the sound score. So she goes ahead to create her own sounds, her own music for each project. Somebody can say, I know some people who, like me personally, I have a sound for my YouTube channel where if I want to play background music in my videos, I have one sound, slow sound. If I want to play background music, I have fast sound.
Yeah.
This one, I was the one that, paid a producer, created it for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm just using it across many of my content. But for Bimbo, because of how, detailed and specific she is, she will create new sounds for every single movie
that's
she
impressive.
does. Yes, that's what she does. So she will get, composers, producers, musicians, they will do this thing for her.
Yeah.
And then this one, I'm not going to say that it wasn't expected or she didn't take caution or anything. But the person who did it was just moving mad, right?
Yeah.
The person sat down, took the music in her movie,
Yeah.
and then he went to, in because what she does, right? Because she doesn't want to go through this entire internet copyright situation. Oh, who sang the song? Who's the owner of the song?
Yeah.
So when you produce the song for her and give it to her, she only puts it on YouTube in her movies. She doesn't now go and upload the song as hers, because she's not a musician. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
what somebody did was that the person is a music person. So he took the song and went
Mm-hmm.
to upload it in a music platform that copyrights the song.
So automatically
So
belongs to him.
it now belonged to him.
Mm.
And the annoying part is that I don't even think the person was part of the producers of the song or anything. He just went and claimed the song, took it, and this is what they do. It's not just, it happens with music, and for Bimbo's case is music, but even for movies sometimes, because if you even do a copyright in your movie, they will
Yeah.
collect it. Maybe they will edit one or two things, maybe make it fast paced, maybe do something, slow
Just
it up,
alter it a
just alter
little
it a
bit.
little bit, and then they will go and upload it as theirs. And that is so wrong. So the thing with Bimbo, she was really upset, and they've been doing this to her. I know that she has come out before to talk about how even as far as Ghana, other African countries, they will collect her movies and they will air it in local TV
The
stations. Do you
gods.
get, like, the audacity? They will air it in local TV stations where people are subscribing to watch those TV channels,
Yeah.
and then you're not paying me for it. It's like, why would you do that? So for this whole entire song thing, the person had done that, and thank God that is Bimbo. She was able to, reach the person somehow, with the help of some people, and it was sorted. But what about me? Who do I have to
But
help me reach the person?
but
If,
wait, oh,
yeah,
sorry to interject. Did we ever hear the person's side of the story? Because
no,
I know that there was a couple of internet gist that, oh, maybe he was one that produced the sound, whether they did not pay him money, which I know could be bobo, but
mm,
I don't know. Like, did we ever hear a side of the story? Did we ever see the person? Are we just
okay.
running with a, remember the danger of a one-sided story?
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But the person's name was mentioned.
Yeah.
There's a space like social media.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity to tell your own side of the story. If you chose not to tell your own side of the story, then that's on you. And that's the issue that I was talking about also in one of our episodes about Taye and Peggy.
Mm.
Taye took out time to explain everything in 3 parts video. Then Peggy did not explain at all. If you don't explain, if you are silent, it means that you are agreeing to the accusations.
Mm.
If you don't also, maybe it doesn't get to the courtroom where you can now defend yourself and all that, and you're not agreeing to come to social media to defend yourself, we are going to have to run with the person who makes sense to us, because there are some stories you hear and you know that
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. Like, what are you even saying? I don't believe this. But there are evidences everywhere. It looks believable. So that is what we are going to believe.
Yeah.
However,
Mm-hmm.
as a music producer or as a creative,
Mm.
it can never be under or overemphasized. Please protect your work.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that because they did not pay you, then you're not going to upload it
Collect
somewhere.
someone else's
No.
work. And
You should take it up with the person even before the person publishes that work, or even before the person receives the full
yeah.
right to the work. If you have not paid me, why should you already have my sound? Why should you already have it?
So I think that, again, because of how fast paced the industry is and the fact that there is a lot of talent, we're not lacking in that. When people get reached out to, especially when you've been trying to get seen,
Yeah.
it's easy for you to be carried away and then just jump into something that you did not sit down and properly think about or analyze or
Yeah.
run through industry colleagues or your lawyer before jumping into it.
Yeah.
Which is why even in the music space, you see things like, oh, an artist that is raking in millions of dollars is getting like maybe 200K at the end of the day because of the conversation or agreement that they had.
Yeah.
So copyright is really important because you don't even know the length to which your work can get to.
Yeah.
It may just be that from what you have done, someone saw it and then they are very interested in the story, and then they are foreign investors. It goes on and on. So when it is time to have anything concerning contracts, conversations like that, sit down properly, analyze it, look at it before jumping into it. Just like the way, at first when I first joined and then someone is sending me an NDA before they send their script, before I used to be like a little offended, like, am I going to run with your story? But over time I got to accept that that is how it is supposed to be done.
Yeah.
And things like that is to give you covering, to
Yeah.
just protect you from all the drama. So I send you an NDA, you sign it, I send you my script. If I
Yeah.
see you doing something like my script, let's go and settle it in court. So
Mm.
there's not a lot of, oh, I said this, you did not say, I
Mm.
said you did not say.
Mm.
So when you as a music person, whatever role that you are taking up in the industry, entertainment, film, whatever,
Mm.
you know you need to take out time to analyze whatever it is you are getting into before you get into it. If it's a contract, if it is a name, if it's an agreement, if it is percentage,
Mm.
understand it before you get into it. It just saves you drama.
Yes, and in the spirit of this, let's also talk about like the people who actually protect the rights of filmmakers, content creator, shark creatives, music artists, and all that.
Yeah.
If you are a lawyer, if you know so much about copyright, you know how people get to protect their content, all those things. Maybe we should get more content around that and more information about that, so that especially for creatives in Nigeria, it's in recent times that content creation and creativity started becoming a monetization venture in
Yeah.
Nigeria. So we don't necessarily get to know about protecting our content as much. I have a friend that was just telling me recently how
Yeah.
a content that he did casually and posted, the content blew up to like
Oh, yeah,
10
yeah,
million
yeah.
views in few days on Instagram. And when he started his YouTube channel, he said, okay, let him put it there and see how well it would do there, so that he'll also, sort of make money from YouTube. He got to YouTube and realized that someone else had already posted his content, and the content as we speak had like 5 million views on the person's page.
What? 5 million views that people are looking for.
That means the person has made money from the content. And
Wow.
he, who is the original creator of that content, he cannot make money from the content, because even YouTube has a policy where if they see two contents together, it will be conflicting, like, okay, who's the owner? So the first person who
First
posts it
confess self.
becomes the owner. So if you're a copyright person, a lawyer, something, how do I protect content like that? My Instagram post, my Instagram reel, how do I protect it so that someone else doesn't just carry it and go and post? And in a situation where I even want a situation where if you carry it and go and post, maybe they will block it or something. How do I do that? How do I
Resolve it.
what do I need to do? So there are a couple of people who, um, if you post their videos on YouTube or on some platforms, it will just go black. Like you're not going to send it. Right now, if you screenshot a movie on Netflix,
Netflix.
it goes black.
Yeah.
How do they do that thing? Like what do I need to do? What are the steps, the processes to take to be able to have that on my own content?
So
Yeah.
one of the things I also want us to talk about is how, especially for being a platform like YouTube,
Yeah.
that everybody has access to. I've seen situations where an entire movie that someone has made, they just copy I don't know how they download everything,
Yeah.
and then they just put it on their own platform, and it feels like the both movies are gaining traction. Like, you are a YouTube person now. You've been on YouTube for quite a while. How does that work? Like, are there ways that people can be protected from this? Because, like, it is a lot of work and money. Making a film is not an easy task.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. YouTube is now putting measures in place where if they see two content,
Yeah.
same content on two different channels that doesn't belong to one person, I think they now go ahead to block the second one. I think that's what they are doing now. I think it's also still in their trying process. They are still, working on it. But besides that, you may have to deliberately copyright your content so that nobody can use it on the platform.
Also, people can copyright their content on the platform.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of research should be done to this, really. Yeah. And please, if you're a filmmaker, stop. Okay, let me not just say stop and sit from where I am, but one of the commitments I know that I've made to myself, I don't even know why I'm saying it here, is the fact that I try to stick with platforms where movies are made. So if it's a Netflix film or Prime or Showmax, if that's where it is exclusively, then I would rather watch it there. If it's a cinema film, if I skip it in cinema, I'm like, okay, that's it. I know that I'm not watching it until it comes up on another platform. But you using your flash drive to be sharing people's hard work around, it's a lot. It's very discouraging.
So even as consumers, as audiences, you
Yeah.
guys try not to download people's films on sites that are not the original sites to get the film. Try also not to pirate people's films to go and be selling and making money for yourself when you are not the creator of the film. Also, for creators, protect yourself. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Protect yourself as much as you can. Do your research. Write your name boldly in the middle of your content. Look out for people that are about to post your content or are posting your content in places, and fight for yourself so that nobody's going to take advantage of your work and just your daily bread. That's how I'm going to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's pretty much it.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh,
Copyright issues. Learn as much as you can and
yeah.
protect yourself. This has been good. Thank you for staying till now. Please subscribe, like, share.
Until the next one.
Bye bye.